Hello, my name is Dr. Levi McClendon. I'm excited that you're interested in the School Counselor Educator Preparation Program at Texas A&M University Central Texas, and I'm going to show you how to get in this program. So, um, the our program is unlike any other. First of all, we have the program itself is a track under clinical mental health counseling. So you will graduate with a CACREP Masters, which means CACREP is an accrediting body that basically says kind of the gold standard for counseling, and you will have that master's degree in clinical mental health, but you will also have the coursework to be certified as a professional school counselor. This will allow you both to be a certified school counselor in the state of Texas and a licensed professional counselor, provided that you pass the state qualifying examinations. So without further ado, I wanted to talk to you about the admissions requirements. Again, I'm the program coordinator, and I wanted to kind of like walk you through this step by step. So the first thing is you need to get admitted into the graduate school, and I'll show you all of these things in detail after this, how to get there. Once you're admitted into the graduate school, then you have to get admitted into the clinical mental health counseling program. This will be the Master's of Science degree. Um, or if you already have a master's degree in counseling, you can apply to the school counselor certificate program as well, or only. But you have to have a master's degree in counseling to be able to apply for our program. The next step is to apply to the School Counselor Education Preparation Program. And the link is right there. The link is also on the website. But again, you wait until you're accepted into clinical mental health before you apply. Once you apply to the program, you'll email me the following things: your service record, your teacher certification, and then your transcript showing that you have at least 3.0 GPA. And a note about these things. The state of Texas requires that you have 2 years of experience as a teacher in order to be certified as a school counselor. So that's why you have to send me your service record. If you have less than 2 years experience, you can send me a 1-year service record along with a letter from your district or your principal saying that you are going to continue working in that school or district to get that second year as a teacher. Once you have that second year, you'll send that service record, you'll email a copy of that service record to me. We have a check in the program for that as well. If you're in the school counseling program, you cannot go to your fieldwork experience requirements until you've emailed me the copy of that service record showing that you have 2 years of credible teaching experience. And a note about the GPA. So if you have less than 3.0 undergraduate GPA in your last 60 hours, one of the things you can do is continue to take graduate hours. So if you're accepted into the clinical mental health counseling program, but you had a less than 3.0 GPA, every semester you take clinical mental health counseling courses can work toward those 60-hour requirements and boost your GPA. The thing to take into consideration with this is that there are certain classes in the school counseling program that are designated as certificate-only classes. So what that means is that if you take that class prior to being enrolled in the school counseling program, you'll have to retake it again once you are enrolled. So make sure and have a conversation with me if you're interested in school counseling prior to signing up for classes. And please let the program coordinator for clinical mental health, Dr. Barry, know that as well. And then the last step in the process is to participate in a screening interview. And basically it's just a virtual meeting between me and you, and I'll ask you some questions and you'll give me the answer to your questions, and based on your scores, you will determine admission. So here's a kind of a snapshot of the admission process. Once you're fully admitted into clinical mental health counseling program, you'll fill out something called a degree acknowledgement form. This form basically just tells the university what degree you're doing. So you'll send me a copy of this showing that you have, or we'll fill this out together, that is, once you're in the clinical mental health counseling program. From there, you'll fill out the Qualtrics survey, or you fill out the Qualtrics survey, which is just the application to school counseling. Then you'll send me your transcripts. It shows that you have the appropriate GPA. And there's an essay requirement as well. That essay is embedded into the application when you fill that out. You'll email me your teacher certificate and your service record. And from there, I'll take all those things together and contact you for the interview. So the next thing I wanted to do is walk you through just where to go online to apply to these different pieces. So as you can see here, I have our main university page pulled up, TAMUCT. From here, go to the little search bar over here on the right. Click that, and then on the search, just type in graduate school. You hit enter, and the graduate school is the first thing that comes up. Go to the graduate school, and you'll see a little yellow button that says apply now. Here are the things you need to do in order to be admitted into the graduate school, so look over that before you apply. Once you've applied to the graduate school, the next step is then to apply to the clinical mental health counseling program. So, okay, you went through, you've done the apply to the graduate school. Now go back. Go back to your search bar and type in CMHC, or Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Hit enter. The first thing that comes up is Clinical Mental Health MS. And that's the degree that you want. So this is our web page. You scroll down, tells you about the program, and then you'll see the application right here. So be aware of these admissions deadlines. So fall, spring, and summer admissions. Be aware of those. So you'll click that. It takes you to this website and just complete the application there. From there, once you've completed that application, you'll wait until you're accepted into both the graduate school and the clinical mental health counseling program. Then they'll send letters to you essentially saying that you're accepted. This is the program coordinator, Dr. Berry, for clinical mental health. And if you scroll down further, you'll see the school counselor certification program information. So here's my email address. When I said earlier that you'll need to send me some documents, you'll send those documents to this email address here, lmcclendon@tamuct.edu. So again, you've applied to the graduate school, you've applied to clinical mental health counseling program and been accepted into both. Next, you'll apply to the school counseling program. So that program link is here. You click that, and the link comes up to take you through the process. The PowerPoint I just showed you is available right here, and this is my personal information. Generally, and again, you'll notice that the dates here are a little bit different than the ones in clinical mental health. That's because it's a different program. So generally what happened is during the first semester of your clinical mental health counseling degree is when you apply to the school counseling program. So if you have questions about this, please don't hesitate to reach out. lmcclendon@tamuct.edu again is my email, and be happy to help you out. We can do a virtual meeting and kind of walk through this if you need to. If you have further questions, I'll be glad to answer them. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm so glad you're interested. I look forward to seeing you in class.